So, you know, the ish in town or the biggest thing in town now is AI. So I just want to tell you more about Mobile Web Ghana. And I'm hoping that this session will help you to learn more and understand artificial intelligence. When we say artificial intelligence, what exactly does it mean? And also discover practical tools you can use as a professional, young professional, practical tool you can use and discover some of the tools. Already you are using some of the tools that there's some basic tools already. And more importantly, one of the things I advocate is responsible use of the AI. Uh, we are using it for so many things. GTP for Claude or how do you call it? Other AI tools. We are using it in our work. But one of the things that professionals need to be mindful of is that AI can make mistakes. And before, I'm sure that some of you, maybe you have not yet experienced that AI can make mistake. And AI, especially ChatGPT, can really hallucinate and then say so many things that may not be necessarily true. AI can do so many fantastic things, but AI can also make some mistakes, and those are some of the things that I would like to highlight as time goes on. And as Lab mentioned, I work with Mobile Web Ghana, and Mobile Web Ghana is a tech and entrepreneurship hub based in Accra. And we have been doing this, I've been running this organization for 15 years and still counting. And we do different programs. We work with the US Embassy, we have a partnership with the US Embassy and other multinational organizations. We work with different local district assemblies. We work with professional organizations. And we also do a lot of training for professionals. We've trained hospitals, we've trained pastors, we've trained NGOs, we've trained other organizations in how they can apply artificial intelligence in their organization and help their workers to also adapt according. Um, and this originally, I was coming to do this presentation with one of my colleagues called Isaac, but he's not joining us today. And so I'm happy that I'm able to do it. So I hope that you would understand what AI in the workplace and its impact is. Learn, like I mentioned, how to use these tools responsibly and build your AI, your own AI workflow. And like I mentioned, NASA, if I think that if most of you have used a Copilot, Grammarly, and one of the things I want to ask is, what task really consumes most of your time? Is it writing? Is it research? Is it report? Is it presentation? Is it email? What task consumes most of your time? I see writing. Okay, I see. I okay. Oh, writing. Okay, report, research and coding. Okay, we have some engineering, we have writing, we have research. Okay, basically, a lot of people, most of the things that consumes your time is writing, and of course, AI is a great tool that can help you to do your writing work very well. Why AI matters today. And I think that, I mean, when I look at the landscape of how organizations and other people are deploying AI. I feel that in Africa as well as in other parts of the global south, I feel that we really don't understand what this technology has come to do. I mean, like I mentioned, it's a double-edged sword. We can use it for good or we can use it for bad. And AI could contribute over 15 trillion to global economy. Think about that. 15 trillion potential. 75% of professionals already use AI. Like I mentioned, when I ask you, most of you say you use AI. Users save 5 to 10 hours weekly in doing tasks more effectively. AI augments people, replacing those who don't use it. I mean, think about it. If you don't use AI nowadays, it's really a big deal. It's really if you then you are missing out on a lot of things. You have to understand the importance of artificial intelligence, how it simplifies work and how to apply it effectively. Sometimes when I ask people, the first thing I ask people is, what is AI? We mention what is AI, what is AI. AI simply refers to machines behaving like humans in a simplified format. But for me, not me, that's artificial intelligence. You know, so artificial intelligence refers to systems that perform tasks requiring human intelligence or machines behaving like humans, like writing, summarizing, designing, researching, data analysis, designing, uh, translation. Think of it as a super powered assistant, not a replacement. AI, as we mentioned, people are afraid that AI will come and take jobs. It may not take job entirely, but somebody who uses AI and somebody who is not using AI, you can be replaced with somebody who is using AI. That is what it means. So what it means is that you really need you have an opportunity to really learn either a tool. When I was asked to do this thing, I was thinking about doing prompt engineering as a basic, or generally talking about some of the productivity tools that can be done. Like, so I thought about maybe I'll come and share productivity tools and do other things, you know. So if I'm to do prompt engineering, which is the backbone of generative AI, what it means is that you understand the foundation of how to use artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, the basis is that, especially for generative AI, that you should know how to use the prompts. Prompt engineering simply means that you are able to put in the correct questions that can give you the correct response. So, for instance, we will do some work on prompt engineering soon. But think about it. AI traditionally, this is the productivity equation. If you have to do research, you have to write, you have to edit, you have to design, and you have to share.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Approximately, it could take 5 hours to do that. But if you have AI doing that, it could take AI assist. AI would do the research, AI will refine the research, AI will review the research, AI will publish the research. It could take 1 to 2 hours. Things that you could take 5 days to do, AI is helping you to be able to do that in 1 to 2 hours. That is the productivity we are thinking about, you know. So I want us to move, most of you mentioned that, but like I mentioned, my basis is that learn, you cannot use AI effectively without learning about artificial prompt engineering. You cannot learn or use AI effectively and efficiently without learning the foundation, the basics of prompt engineering and using it effectively. So we will go the next, get your, if it's a phone, get your your, how do you call it, get your phone, your tablet, your PCs ready, and choose an AI tool that you already use. You are going to do a practice. We are going to do basic prompt engineering. I mean, it is usually what I teach people when I start thinking about prompt engineering, you know. So if you need AI writing assistant, like some of the tools for your writing needs is ChatGTP. ChatGTP, like I mentioned, writes beautifully. It writes, but like I mentioned, I will still piggyback prompt engineering that you really need to know how to use ChatGPT before you get the best out of it. Gemini, Claude Copilot. Those are, and when you talk about email, you talk about reports, you talk about meeting notes, talk about proposals, talk about job applications, talk about summarizing things. These are some of the tools that they are great AI tools that you can use. Having said that, like I mentioned, especially with ChatGTP, one of the things you would experience with time is that as it writes from the beginning beautifully, in the middle, it can start hallucinating. It can start saying things that are not true. So that is why you have to always double check. It's part of the responsible or ethical use of AI that you have to check before you get excited. Recently, I remember recently we did, a partner of mine wanted us to organize a session, a workshop, and so I was in a hurry. I used ChatGPT to design the flyer. It came out, of course, greatly with great prompt and everything. And then one of the things I didn't notice that it gave the date was correct, but it gave the wrong year. So the workshop is happening in June 2026. I didn't mention the year. I assumed that ChatGPT would. I mean, I'm saying that we are organizing a workshop in June next month, 10th to 15th. And then please, and with all the great prompts and everything, generate a flyer for us. And so when I tested the ChatGPT with some information similar to that, without giving it the year, I noticed that it kept on. The flyer comes out and it's 2025 and not 2026. So what I noticed is that either in the system by default, it picks 2025 dates automatically and gives it to you, even if once you don't specify, even though you are assuming that the ChatGPT should be intelligent. You are telling it that next month is next month, which is June. You are organizing an event in June and with a specific date. And so some of these mistakes and errors, if you don't have an eye, even me, I couldn't even notice. The flyer came out so nice. I didn't even check. I just sent it to one of my guys, and we were assuming the flyer was nice. And it was such a subtle mistake that if you don't have anybody to check it again, you would realize that if it's a management meeting or something, you're presenting this flyer and 2025 comes, it's like you don't pay attention to details, you know. So ChatGPT is great, very, very nice, and everybody, we are all using it. It's not only ChatGPT, like AI can really make mistakes. And some of the mistakes, especially is professional mistakes, it will hit hard on you. So you really have to be very cautious. You really have to check everything that it produces. I mean, that should be your main task. I mean, if you are not writing, the machine is writing for you. What it means is that you have to cross all the T's and dot all the I and ensure that this is exactly what you are looking for, you know. So I want us to I've talked about prompt engineering, I've talked about I really want to do a demo of how to like write email or write a report, how you should do your prompt engineering. I don't know if there is anyone who has gone a bit deeper into prompt engineering and knows more about prompt engineering. I'll be happy if the person can also assist as well. Has anyone done prompt engineering? So, for instance, if you want to write a report, How do you write the report? How do you start? What prompt do you give? Prompt means question. What prompt do you give to the AI? You can type your prompt in there before I pull up my ChatGPT. So I want to write a report for this meeting. What is the first prompt that I need? What do,
Okay, so I want to try.
okay,
All right. So
okay, try.
yeah, so I'll usually start by stating the roles. For example, act as a
Okay,
or assume you are a medical doctor, and then write a
okay.
report on this diagnosis based on this context. Maybe the clients, sorry, not the clients, the patients reported with headache and this and this. So you give a context. And then sometimes, depending on the nature of the report, you might want to give it a structure. So maybe I want an intro, a background, conclusion, recommendation, and something like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much how I would go about it.
Okay, okay, that's good. And I mean, someone mentioned, don't mention persona, task, example, possible step by step guidance. You are the secretary to the company, write a report on, okay, someone has another framework called CRISP, method for my prompt engineering, context, rule, instruction, structure, precision. Okay, beautiful. I see a lot of people already have prompt framework that they use. Yes. So what I want to say is that there are weak prompts and there are strong prompts. Depending on how, so for instance, if you just tell the AI model that write a report for me and you just put it in it. So it's going to really write a report for you. The report will come out anyway. It can never tell you that it will because you entered a weak prompt. So garbage in, garbage out policy. So you see, the AI model is like a huge database, like a library, very big, and so many library books. So whatever you want the librarian, which is the AI model, to give you must be specific. It's like you're going to a library, you must know the book, the name of what the title of the book. You must, other than that, when you just go, I say write a report. There are so many reports on the shelf. It will just write a report for you, which will not fit into what you really want to. You see, so like I mentioned in my live demo, there are weak prompts and there are a strong prompt. A weak prompt is just when you say that, oh, write a report for me on AI productivity tool. It will certainly generate AI productivity tool. The other thing that I also want to say is that when I come to design, we will talk about how to use multiple AI tools. One AI tool may not be enough. For instance, come to do this presentation. So context include the boundaries or the sources to be used or the format. So is it one AI tool may not be enough. If I want to generate videos for AI, you'll be surprised that I'll combine ChatGPT, I'll combine prompt generators, I'll combine Grok, I'll combine Claude, to be able to get, even to write the scenarios or to write the storyline or to write the script for the video. It's not just ChatGPT, it's multiple tools that will be able to give you a great video. So like I mentioned, there are great prompt. There is a weak prompt. A weak prompt, like I'm going to a weak prompt like write a report for me on AI productivity. The report will come out. Let me just do a demo and see how, so that you know. I think that some people have already mentioned their prompt framework, which is CRISP, others context rule, all those things. So, for instance, the reason why you must give the AI model a role is the number one, what I mentioned. It's a big database, a huge data center. If you don't tell it to act as a graphic designer. You don't tell it to act as a secretary. You don't tell it to act as a video generator. You don't tell it to act as a financial analyst when you want something related to finance. It's going to give you something that is related to either hospital, that is not, it's a financial statement, but it may not be so relevant. So the role is always important. The role can boost your output by almost 90%. You can get a better output just by telling the AI model to act as, to give it a role, as somebody mentioned, that giving it, you give it a role, you give it a context. What context? I said, I am a leader in NGO. I facilitate sessions in AI. It's a contest. Act as maybe a graphic designer and designed a flyer for me, a specific flyer for me. So that is going to ensure that your output is so different from the person who has not used those frameworks. So all that is like the crisp, the rule, they are different framework for generating a very good output. So that is number one, how you ensure that your prompt is not a weak prompt, but your prompt is a strong prompt when you are generating a report or when you are working on a report. And then I want to move to research. I mean, one of the interesting tools that I have used that I've really liked is Perplexity AI. I saw that somebody was mentioning Perplexity AI. Okay. Yes, so here when it comes to research, I wouldn't trust ChatGPT much with with statistics, with research. I would trust Perplexity AI more when it comes to research because Perplexity AI is taking their data from sources, from research sources. It's a big research source library that they are getting their resource from. So when it comes to, like I mentioned, that there are specific tools for specific things. So when it comes to research and learning tools, I would say go for ChatGPT if you want to learn, you want to question, it can bring you things in the data, but general research, learning. I would suggest that if it's research for emphasizing on research, Perplexity is a great tool to use. And I'm sure that those, if you are doing academic work, you want academic citation, Perplexity AI is a very good tool to use compared to research. Whenever ChatGPT gives you statistics, research, if you have time, go and validate it because, like I mentioned, ChatGPT can write, it's beautiful, it's great, but sometimes along the line, it starts stating things that you may never find that specific thing on this planet. Then you come to research, literature, reviews, like even Notebook LM, you can even upload things, ask it to summarize, to generate a response for you. It's also a great tool. So when it comes to research, AI research and learning, I mean, these are some of the AI powered tools that you can use in your research. Like I mentioned, if you're using Perplexity AI, it's a great tool. It helps you. You know that you are getting your research from a credible source. Like I mentioned, I also mentioned Notebook LM, that's your AI research assistant. Very great. Upload your PDF, upload your report, upload your document to your research papers. And it can summarize content, answer questions, generate study guide, create audio discussions. Idea, like all these tools are powerful. Even for ChatGPT, if you are using the pro version, it gives you extended time and you are able to do multiple things than if you are just on the the freemium version. So the freemium version give you limited access to functionalities and things that you can do. But if you're able to, if you think that your work is vital and demands that you need really a great, I mean, AI is an assistant, like just get something to help you to do your work. It doesn't replace anything that you're doing. So if you are writing a report, you should be able to put in exactly the parameters of the report and let AI help you to write the report. It doesn't replace the report entirely. Yes, so when it comes to graphic and then it comes to tools that speed up creativity, I mean, I have found somebody mentioned Claude, that Claude helped them to write codes, do other things beautiful. I've found I've used Gamma AI, I've used Canva AI, I've used ChatGTP, I've used Claude to design, I've used different tools. Like I mentioned, I'm able to combine different tools. I can generate an outline from ChatGTP, use Canva AI, or use Claude to be able to generate. When it comes to presentation and slides and other things, I found that, I mean, there are tools that can really give you great. I've used Nano Banana to generate images, short videos, to generate other things. I can demo. How many of you have used Canva AI before? Maybe I can demo Canva AI. How many of you will have a demo of Canva AI? I can demo both. I can use how I'm able to combine um, ChatGTP and then Canva AI for set. If you want me to demo that, which will take some time, if you like that demo, that will also be fine. If you want me to demo Canva AI, you can please do both. Okay, I'm coming to do both. Okay, let me stop sharing, then I can share my Canva. I want to do a demo. So recently, one of the things I used Canva AI to do, I was able to do a proposal, like about 5 or 6 proposals to companies. It's purely design in a day. So I'm coming to, okay. So ChatGTP, I'll first of all do ChatGTP. Is there something someone wants to design creatively? Is it a flyer or something? Just share in the chat and then I can go to. Is there a work somebody wants to get accomplished tomorrow or during the week, which is creative? It can be a slide, PowerPoint, design. Showing my ChatGTP. Okay, someone said I want to pick a summary of the a presentation of PM, almost PM, these exams. Okay, I think this is interesting. Let me do the PM book 7. Boniface, are you writing in June?
Yes, so
Specifically, all the models and, okay, let me do this one. This one sounds interesting. Yeah, let me see if I can copy. Okay, okay. Okay, let me see if I can do copy. Okay, so I'm sharing my ChatGPT. I'm going to do a summary presentation of the project management book. I think the 7th edition, specifically all the modules, the tools, and the techniques. Okay, okay, okay. So asking ChatGPT first of all. I'm doing the pen book because it's interesting. I also want to see what will come out. Chrome. Okay. Yeah, Chrome. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing my ChatGTP. Okay. So Boniface, if you can see my ChatGTP, yes. This, so first of all, I'm going to give it a role. I'm typing, so I was not able to copy and paste. I think I don't know whether it's the network. So Boniface, if you can read it for me, If you can just read the question for our type. Act as
Okay.
a
As a summary, a
project
summary.
management expert.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, yes. So act as a project management expert. A prof okay, project management expert. Okay, so what what is the prompt? You said you want it to summarize what?
Yeah, prepare a summary presentation on the pen book
Okay, let
7.
presentation of the project management book, the seventh edition.
Yes.
What do you specify some things?
Basically, all the modules, tools, and techniques.
All the models, tools, and techniques. Okay, why do you want it to do that? You are going to write the exams and you want this to be done right.
Yes.
So the context is that I am going to write the PMP professional exams. See. So you must give it the context. They say sometimes when the framework is given, you need to give it a context for it to be able to relate to what you are going to do. Professional exams in June. And I learned that is in July they will introduce a new book. So a
Yes,
new
that is
edition.
book 7.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So PMP professional exams in June 2026 before it starts hallucinating. So prepare. Okay. So do you have the number of slides it should be? You must give it a format. Do you have the number of pages it should be limited to? Should you limit it to uh, 10 slides, 20 slides, 15 slides, 100 slides? What? Let me see.
20 slides.
20. So I said act as a project management expert with over 20 years experience in writing and passing project management as a project PMP, project management professionals exams. Prepare a summary presentation of the project management book, the seventh edition. Specifically, the presentation should be on all the modules, tools, so this is limited distance to 20 slide. I'm writing the PMP professional exams in this. This will help me. Okay, so you said the format should be in, well, to just please give me the outline. Okay, let's see what will happen. Okay,
Um, yeah, what I wanted
so it has given me something. So for PME preparation in 20, I recommend, yes, you wanted to include something.
no, no, I wanted to
What do you want to
there's
include?
no, I'm not. I don't want to include anything, but it's an observation. What I've observed over time is that
Okay.
when you give chat GPT a prompt, it gives a very solid write up. But when you ask it to put it into a Word file or this thing, um,
It can mess up. So that's what I'm teaching you today, like especially for this. So you see how I'm doing it now. Have you seen
okay,
it has given me the slides, team domain, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do two demonstrations. Hopefully, I don't know if I have my plot. Yeah, so it has M2s, MVP, whatever. Okay. Uh, Okay, so it has given me up to the 20 slides we specify, 18, slide 18. Because sometimes it's good you give it the format, whether it should be in Excel, Word, or whatever. Sometimes it doesn't even, when you even say you should design, ChatGPT is not great at doing presentations. When you ask it to design presentations, if you don't take it, to just spoil everything. So this 20 slide structure, outline for example, okay. So right now I'm going to copy this. Sometimes it can even give you color code and things. So I'm going to copy this and I want to use Canva AI. So I'm going to stop sharing and go to Canva AI. When you come here, you would see different tools. So I'm choosing Canva AI. I'm choosing design and I'm choosing presentation. Those are the format and I'm pasting what I copied. I just copy and paste. I mean, this is when I'm in a hurry. Slide four, number four, blah, blah, blah. I'm just pasting. And then this, so Canva AI, first of all, will give you the outline of your presentation. That this is the outline of the presentation. If you want it to go ahead and design, then it will go ahead to design. You'll be surprised that it does great presentation with the outline than if you go to Canva AI straight and you go and put in things, design this, it doesn't come out as great as you would think it will come out. Like you go to, yeah, because like I mentioned, all the AIs have their strengths and their weaknesses. And so when you are able to, your ability to work fast and become more productive is your ability to be able to combine multiple things within a split seconds, within like 30 minutes or 40 minutes. You should be able to combine ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, whatever. So to be able to then come up with something that is great. So you say that, so I'll create a comprehensive 20 slides exam exam preparation presentation based on the pen book 7th edition structure you have outlined. So it will start and then it will start creating. I mean, it has given you the presentation outline. When you agree with this presentation outline, then you just once you tell it to generate. So I tell, well, what is what I say? I say generate it for me. So it will generate beautiful slide, beautiful things that all you need to go through is to just come up with. You'll be surprised even with this presentation that I'm doing. I've used there like all the tools give you different response. So within some few minutes, you can actually use one, two, three tools and analyze the results and think about which one will give you a great outcome when you go there. So it has started. It has started generating the uh, 20 page layout.
Oh,
This is what I pasted. I just copied this, so I've not even done any analysis. I just copied the same thing. Then it gave me this outline. Then these are the outline, this one. Pen Book 7 edition overview, project management principles. Project management principle 5. Project management, then it talks about it outline the principles, stewardship, integrity, it has approach and lifestyle cycle, planning performance domain, project work performance domain, delivery performance domain, measurement performance, uncertainty. Then after that, to ask you, do you want it? So I can even ask to that. Then it has generated the presentations for me. Here, I can even tell the presentation is not nice. So you see, you can always even read. So here has everything. It has a project manager principle 1 to 14, steward, integrity, team, stakeholder, continuous engagement, whatever, then value, whatever. It has generated different, but except that it is not as important. It's not very nice. I see that there's complexity, navigate ambiguity and interconnected project elements, risk, proactivity, identity, and respond to threats and appropriate and opportunities, you know. So you can actually, so here you can see, Boniface, can you see the slides?
Yes.
Can you see team
Yes, please. I can see
charter,
the slide.
conflict resolution, servant leadership, blah, 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 predictive, agile, hybrid, and then work breakdown, and yes, and schedule planning, cost and resources. So this is how it is. But if you try ChatGPT to design something for you like this, you will not get it. You won't even get it in a nicer format. You'll be surprised if you do like the layout and the combination like I do, because Canva already has the layout. Slide 1, this is it. Canva even sometimes adds the color code, say the color should be this. So when you come to, hey, ChatGPT adds the color code. So when it comes to uh, designing with Canva AI, it just goes straight and you paste. After that, you make sure you read, you edit, you can even change pictures, you can go do different things with the presentation. I can go on and demo the same thing in you'll be surprised that if I put the same outline in Claude, the result will be different. Even Claude does better with some presentation, very great presentation. Claude has a way of organizing it in a way that really makes the thing look very nice. Like I can see that, I mean, this text, for instance, here, hybrid project management, you can see that it looks small, but Claude would have arranged it and ensured that everything is okay. I hope I'm able to demonstrate how to use at least 2 tools to be able to do to get a specific result. Is there any question on this?
We don't have anything in the chat at the moment.
Okay, there's no chat. So as like I was
Florence,
saying,
can I ask? Hello, Florence. So, can you
hi.
show us how to do an agent for tasks that we repeat, like almost every day or several times in a day? You're repeating it, so that instead of prompting every time, you have an agent that repeatedly runs, the tasks for you.
That may take that. For instance, maybe you need to do it another session. We can use Zapier or some of the other automation tools to automate. That takes a longer session to do.
Okay, okay, sure.
We can do another session on purely automation. But I can also say that there is a session I'm doing with a German friend of mine from I think 17th to 19th, 2 days for large organizations. And it's also free if people want to attend. That one is during the week. 17th to 19th, I think, or 17th to 18th. I have to check the dates. So it's free. I can send it to you to share with your members if they want to. And there are other purely you do a bit of prompt and automation because that whole session really takes time. And that one is only for people that it's not for everyone. We have over 100 organizations that have been registered. We will just select 20 because it's really we are going to use almost about 5 hours to do that. 5 hours to do that for 2 days. So it takes a bit of time to do. So I can go back to so for instance, let me show you another thing. I want to show you one more thing. The differences in even the slides. And I think that I can show you. I'll show you a slide generated okay, from Claude, and maybe you can compare that which is generated using two or three. Okay, let me show you. So I mentioned for meeting productivity, like to take notes, to be able to, let me on my to take so for instance if you are in a meeting you want to take notes, fireflies AI, you can use Otter AI, Read AI. Those are some of the tools that you can use to take notes, record, transcribe and summarize notes, and extract action items automatically. I use Read AI to, so in a meeting I just deploy it and it will summarize, give me action item for Read AI. And like I mentioned, other tools. So there are multiple tools depending on which one you have to use. I've demonstrated. Uh, I can demonstrate the flyers. Nano Banana creates amazing images. You can really Nano Banana, ChatGPT also like um, you have to check and ensure that whenever it designs the things, the content is what it is. One of the things I've discovered that ChatGPT does always, if you even give it your logo, it wants to create its own logo for you based on the information you've entered. So those are so. For instance, we create a flyer on ChatGPT. We go to Canva AI. We take off Canva AI logos that it has created for us, and then we put on our own logos using Canva AI. So like I mentioned, you really have to combine a lot of tools to be able to show. And these things, when you master them, they are done in split seconds. Career development tools, like you can write CV writing, cover letter writing, LinkedIn optimization, interview preps, all those things that if you really can, I mean, AI too should be able to help you to do that. And things that you can use to increase your productivity. ChatGPT for planning, Notebook LM and Canva for doing design work and research work. For meetings, use Otter AI for notes. and read AI for notes, Firefly for notes as well. But I mean, like I mentioned, that use AI responsibly. I mean, before I try to end, I have a lot of things on my slides to show. But before I try to end, I cannot re-emphasize the responsible use of AI. Verify information and protect your data. There is ChatGPT. There is a sometimes when you put in the thing, you cannot take it back. Your data is also going to them. There is a settings in the ChatGPT that you can turn off sometimes, like use your data to improve the model. You can turn it off. So hopefully your data is protected. But once it's on, then any information you upload there, know that it's going out. So be careful how you use it. Protect yourself. Use human judgment. Check biases. Cite sources. Say that AI can make mistakes. Cite that, oh, you have used AI to do this. And I'm hoping that once you do that, you should be able to at least manage the responsible use of AI well. Like the prompt framework that you guys, that some of you shared. Specify the role, mention the task, add context, it help. Request for a format and then add an audience. Who is this going to? Is it going to your management? Is it going to your colleagues? Is it going to is it going to a specific group? Specify. If it's linking posts for AI workshop, like have a tell it to give it a professional tone. You should give it 250 words. May specify the tone. The tone should be professional. The tone should be informal. The tone should be fun. You should really specify. So on the prompt, those are my tips for the prompt. Uh, and then try and try to master and also study about it. Master the use of the prompt. Master the use of detecting errors. Use ChatGPT is great for writing and productivity. Gemini and Perplexity, great for research. And deep analysis and reasoning. Deep analysis, Claude is good. I'm giving you top 10 AI tools every professional should know. Like I mean, Gemini, no Perplexity, no Claude for analysis and reasoning. It does great reasoning when it comes to uh, uh, thinking. The future of work. The future of work is very beautiful. Human skills amplified by AI. Anything you know will be amplified by AI. Creativity, leadership, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, problem solving. AI enhances all these unique skills that you have. All these unique skills that you have, AI is going to enhance and amplify it. So if you don't use AI, or if you don't know how to use AI responsibly, it's going to be a hard time for you. So as we are ending, have a personal action plan. Um, Explore ChatGPT, try the Canva AI, use Notebook LM. Next time we will talk about automation, and you'll notice that it saves you a great deal of time. I hope that if I have time another day, we will do a bit of the automation and a bit of the also go deep into the prompt engineering. The prompt engineering is a whole session that we teach, just and then with practicality, with tools, with everything that you will learn to become an expert in prompt engineering. So I hope that based on this session, with time, I believe that we just have 15 minutes. We can ask questions and then see if we can answer it within the 15 minutes left.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Ms. Florence, for your time and for the very practical demo. So we have a question in the chat. Someone says that as an accountant, which AI tools can I use to assist me work effectively? So finance specific AI tools, I believe.
So for instance, like I mentioned, finance, are you going to use the data? Uh, do you analyze the data or you want the accounting software? So for instance, if I want to, I do a lot of Excel work. Um, if I want to do anything Excel and accounting, uh, I still give it, ChatGPT is able to do the Excel and things, except that when it comes to computation and other things, I trust more of Claude AI to do it for me.
Great, great. Claude. I think even recently there was like a Claude Excel plugin that you can use for
Yeah.
your financial analysis and stuff like that. All right. So, guys, please, do we have any
Claude
more
does
questions?
Claude does deep thinking analysis, can do, I mean, all the chat. So if you ask ChatGPT anything accounting, it will be able to tell you a couple of other things about accounting. But when it comes to deep thinking and analysis, uh, it's able to. When it comes to data analysis, there is one tool called Squirrel AI. Another time, I wanted to do a bit of data analysis. Square AI, advanced. I'm coming. Okay, well, be asking your questions.
Okay. So for Amma, we have Claude and then Squirrel AI for analysis. Please,
Data,
anyone?
data Square AI.
Okay.
Data Square AI can, yes, Data Square AI. That is used. We teach that over here to analyze complex data within within some few seconds. You can make meaning out of data.
Great. Rita says, please, can you recommend any available AI courses or masterclasses for beginners?
Oh, beautiful. That you should go to Coursera, go to Allison. I have taken a lot of, I mean, I've done my training with Google. The US Embassy did training for us. I had somebody from Google to come and do the training for us. I've taken a lot of courses on Coursera. Coursera Prompt Engineering is Essential. It's a great course to take by Google. It's a great course to take. Go to Allison. Allison has free courses. Coursera, sometimes you need to pay a bit to be able to study over there or get a certificate. But Allison, a lot of free courses, free, and there are on LinkedIn learning resource. Very great uh, opportunity for you to go there and then take a course. So LinkedIn is great. Go there, take up a course, and you would be okay. And most of, especially even on Coursera, most of these courses are by top universities in the world. And so when you are learning there, you are confident that what you are learning is great. And now I have like thousands. I have a library of free courses that uh, I don't know, later when I find it in my resources, I can share. But 1,001 free courses that you can study. The thing is that if you can make the time to learn it, then you'll be fine.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I'm sure we can reach out to you for the resources and then share it with our people. Also a question on when you use Claude for research work and it turns out that some of the citations are not accurate. How do you rectify that before you push it in?
Look, don't let AI do everything for you. Like I mentioned, master the art of using, like when you are getting your research from publicity AI, like I mentioned, you are sure that it's from a research base. When you are getting it from ChatGPT, please, I beg you, ensure that the information, you yourself go online, see if you post that information, any research outcome will pop up. If it doesn't pop up, know that then you are getting, and even when it pops up, please go and check the source. Whether it's a source, especially for research, it's a source that you can state. For instance, if a source is coming from celebrity something, or a source is coming from, I mean, for academic, it's a serious work. And we really have to invest in producing something quality when you are doing academic work. Don't entrust it entirely for the AI to do. Go and then go further. If they give you the research, check if you can get the same result on Perplexity. Check if you can get the same result on other AI models. Other than that, please don't use it. And if you use the AI, please, responsible use of the AI. You should be able to state, like, I think other our institutions will soon come out and say that it's okay to use the AI. You must state that you use the AI. You know. So if you are using AI for research, please sometimes acknowledge your source. I think that saves you a lot of, and then do multiple references. It helps.
All right, thank you. Someone is asking if there are any Ghanaian institutions that provide AI training.
Oh yes, like I mentioned, we do. I mean, the first institution I would recommend is that come to us. If I've come to teach you AI, like I mentioned, we do AI training. I can put our organizational website and details over there for you to check. And there are also, I am sure that there are a couple of other agencies that do training. Recently, we are going to do AI training for. We have a schedule to do it for MTN and other companies. So if you need AI training, I can put organizational details over there. You can check us out, and then also send you the link where all the AI courses. At least when you come, I will not. I may not be if I'm around. Yes, if I'm not, but there are experts who will take you through the AI courses. We do virtual and we do physical. I would all the people that we train, especially for organizations. Recently, we've been trained Osfam. Osfam is a big multinational organization. They brought all their staff and we trained them. We trained some people in Tamale also with them. I would suggest that if you want to do it, you should. If you have time, do it. Come physical, in person, and do it. It's more hands-on. You come, you learn, you ask questions, and you do more practical work. Let me see if I have my company information. Yes.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. Any final words from you for us, and then we'll wrap up for the day.
I think that AI has come to make our work more simple, very simple, but it also places a responsibility on us. Some of us, we want to leave everything entirely on the AI to do, which is wrong. AI can make very, very, very grievous mistakes. And it's your responsibility as we use it and we are excited. We should also think through the responsible aspect of it. Last year, for instance, we were in Germany, and part of the things we signed with the German government, with my organization, is the responsible use of the AI. So how we teach how people can use AI responsibly. We are only about 30 or 40 organizations worldwide that signed that agreement with the German government, in Hamburg. And so I really also want to emphasize that as we are excited, we want to use Perplexity AI, Consensus AI for research, for image. There's Jasper AI, there's Journey AI. I cannot even count the number of AI, and I think if I have time, I'll share my AI tools with Elom to send to the group and see for those who want specific AI for specific things. But let's use AI responsibly. It's our responsibility. Some of the mistake can be really big, serious mistake that the AI is a machine. And let's know that it's a machine. And once you think about AI, your children are also using AI. You really have to advise them. I think in some other countries, children have been in serious trouble with AI, and even companies have sued some AI agents for either doing things wrong. So, like huge amount of lawsuits. So we are excited. We are happy. It can write. It can do magic for us. But let's also be mindful of the responsible use of AI. Like I advise company, what we do for companies is also teaching companies how they can create an AI framework for the organization, how it should be used in the organization, how to protect their data. So if your organization wants to use AI, how it can be done. There can even be an offline model where that when you use it, your data doesn't go out. See, all those things are other things that we can teach organizations how they can do that. So there are a lot of things that we need to know, knowledge about this AI. And so I'm sure just like the internet, you know that now you can do a lot of things. The same with AI as it has come. We really need to know a lot, and sometimes we need to pay for a price. It may not be free. You should pay. I have paid price. I have paid to do some courses and to be in some places just to get AI knowledge. So I'm sure that you should also do the same. So thank you very much.